Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we're going to be testing the RX 9070 XT Power Color HellHound edition of the card. We're going to be playing Borderlands 4. I'm going to be pairing it with the Ryzen 9000X 3D. I'm going to be running 32GB of DDR5. Here's how the GPU looks inside of the ASUS operating case. Alright guys, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so we're starting out with 4K. We are playing with native now and everything's fully maxed out. We're seeing basically the same FPS we saw with the 5070 Ti. I'm actually not sure what video I'm going to put out first because I did do the 5090, the 5070 Ti, and now I've got, this card on here. And I think I might actually put out the 5070 Ti. Actually, no, the 9070 XT video first, like this one. I was going to put out the other videos first, but I might put this one out first because there's not many benchmarks. At least the big benchmarkers haven't put out a video on this card yet. So, I might actually do that, to be fair, and see how the views do on this video. But yeah, this game is just, it's really unoptimized. As you guys can see already, like 25, 24 FPS. It's absolutely insane how bad this game runs. Even with, I think, FSR quality, it's not going to run the best. The same with the 5070 Ti. It was getting like 45, I think, something like that, with these settings and the DLSS on quality. So it's just not good. Honestly, it really isn't good. It's unplayable. It's absolutely, I can't even hear anything. It's so delayed. Right? It's really so bad, guys. So not even joking. It's just absolutely insane how bad this is running. All right, guys. So we do have 4K still on. I did put FSR on quality, and I do have max settings on as well. I just recorded this section. For some reason, I wasn't recording. I didn't even realize. I thought I was recording, so I'm recording this all again. But I was talking before about that when I enabled FSR on quality, I've noticed that on the right corner it said that FSR 4 was active, which is pretty sick to see because, with the NVIDIA card, you don't really know when you've enabled, DLSS 4. It's so hard to tell sometimes, like in the settings when you log. So it's actually pretty sick that when you turn on these cards, you know exactly when it's on and when it's not on. So I really like that from AMD, the simplicity and, everything that it tells you. It's so much easier for people to know, that they've got FSR 4 enabled or not. So it's pretty good. I know you can do it with the NVIDIA cards now. You can enable it in the thing on the top. I think it's just more annoying than it is with the AMD cards. I think it's just more simple with the AMD cards, basically. So I do like that about AMD. Also, guys, the performance is just horrible as well. I forgot to put my counter on there, but there it is. It's pretty laggy, guys. So let me just tell you that. It's quite hard to run. 40 FPS is just crazy. I don't know how they could even release a game like this in this state, basically. It's so unplayable. 4040p should be really good. I mean, really good. It should be decent enough to play. But I think in 4K, I wouldn't even try with this card because it's just not, you're not getting enough FPS. You're really not. We are going to test out in a minute, like, balance in a minute as well and some frame gen, but yeah, also with the 5070 Ti, guys, I did do a video as well. It was getting basically the same performance as well, but the one advantage with the 5070 Ti is that it has that, multi-frame generation, which is so good. I didn't actually manage to get the 5070 Ti for way lower price than I got this 9070 XT for, which is an absolute deal for me. I got it so cheap, it's actually insane, but the deals are gone now, sadly. I did post them on my post on my YouTube, guys. If you're not looking there, start looking there, guys, because I do post some good deals when they come out, so you can actually get a really good deal, especially if you live in the UK, because I'm putting the Amazon UK link. So honestly, guys, check them when I do post them, because I do post some really good deals, and I do actually post stuff that I'm actually using as well. So I think that's really good as well. I might start posting a bit more stuff that I'm not actually using. Just when I see a really good deal, I will post it there. But yeah, go and check that out, guys, normally, because when you do see a post, go and check it out, because I do have some really good deals that I post there. All right, guys, so we're still in 4K. I did enable, I put FSR on balance now, and everything's fully maxed out. We are getting like, what, 5, maybe 6 FPS more. It's not really a big difference. It is still really laggy, really hard to run. And I do recommend, frame gen on this side. So I'm not really sure how the AMD frame generation is going to work, but we are going to test that out in a minute. I might actually lower some settings as well, just to see how much more FPS we're going to get. Then I'm going to enable some frame gen as well to see. I'm really not sure how frames is gonna work in this game, like with this card on this game, because I've noticed that with the AMD cards, it's a bit hit and miss with, you know, the titles, because some titles feel a bit more delayed than others. I'm not sure if this is going to be the title where it feels quite delayed. It might be the case though, because we are getting really low FPS, so when you enable frame gen, it's probably not gonna feel that good, but we'll test out in a minute. I'm gonna test out 1440p and maybe even some 1080p as well, like I did with the 5070 Ti. Also, I'm not sure which video I'm gonna post first, because I did do the 5090 and, you know, the 5070 Ti video. I was going to post them first, but I've not seen many people post this card yet, so I might actually post it to see maybe people are actually going to click on my video and try and watch it. But alright guys, so we're still in 4K. I did put FSR on quality, and I did put all the settings by 1 notch down basically, so I just put them all down by 1. Yeah, all the settings. And let's see how the game runs. So we are getting 64 FPS now, so at least that's a, you know, good start. At least we're not, you know, drop. I think we were on like 40 before with these with FSR on quality with max settings. So at least it's a little bit of a bump. We are getting that 60 now at least. I mean, somewhat anyway. It does seem to feel a bit better now as well, so that's a good start. Might actually try some balance as well with these settings. Or maybe even, you know what, I'm going to try some frame generation with these settings, because I'm actually curious how well it's going to run. You probably are going to have to drop down the settings a little bit with this GPU, just because it doesn't have MFG and, you know, the ×4 like the NVIDIA cards do. Because with them cards, it does feel, you know, the game feels a lot smoother, of course, because you are getting like more FPS. I know it's not real frames, but still, the smoothness is a lot better than on the AMD cards. This is only ×2 basically, so we are gonna see that in a minute, but doesn't feel too bad now, to be fair. Like, not too bad. But I am gonna enable that frame gen, because I do actually recommend frame generation on these new titles, because they are all so broken, all of them, literally. But I do like the frame generation. It does help a lot, but it's just sad that all these developers are relying on that, because, you know, there are people that don't have that option with their cards, and they can't really, you know, play the game properly, basically. What the hell is this? I'm not even shooting the rock. Alright guys, so we're still in 4K. I have FSR on quality. I did enable frame gen as well, and I'm still on these like medium high settings. I don't know what you even call it, because there's a lot of mediums, a lot of highs. Just 1 notch down from the highest setting basically. And we're sitting around 105 FPS. I do have to say guys, it does feel smooth, but I am feeling that delay sadly, and it feels quite bad. I'm not gonna lie, it does feel quite bad, the delay. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's, you know, if I tried it without maybe my capture card and something, I don't know how well it would feel then. But I don't know, it does feel smoother though, a lot smoother than it did before. Maybe I'm gonna try performance FSR and see how that works, because that should definitely make the game feel a lot more responsive. So yeah, I'm gonna check that out actually. Yeah, I will check that out in a second. The game still looks pretty decent. But yeah, I think the biggest outrage that people are having about this game is like, it doesn't even look that, you know, crazy. And it's just so hard to run. Like, think about Cyberpunk. It looks insane, you know. And in that game, it's kind of justified to, like, you know, have quite a lot, like the FPS being lower. But in this game, like, it's just a cartoon game. How is it so hard to run? I don't know, guys. Let me know your thoughts below. But I think it's a bit crazy how, you know, how hard this game is to run. Considering, like, what visuals it offers, really. I think it's actually quite insane from them to, you know, put a game out like this. I think it's ridiculous, to be fair, but... Alright, guys, I'm going to put some performance FSR on, and we'll see what bump in FPS we're going to get now. Alright, guys, so we're still in 4K. FSR on performance, and still on medium to high settings. 1 notch from the highest setting, basically, and getting 130 now. And I do have to say, it feels a little bit more responsive, but not by much, I would say. You can feel a little above that, you know, frame generation delay, but it's not too bad, guys. Like, this is the best you can get, basically, on this game. Like, it's just a poorly optimized game. Hopefully, there's going to be more updates to this game, and, you know, they fix the performance, and it's not going to be as bad. I don't think they're going to fix it by much anyway. It's just a broken game. Just that UE5, basically. It's just... I don't know what they were thinking. I really don't know. But when I saw it, you know, the Z-Worm's video. Can't really say his name properly. I can never say his name properly, but basically the biggest like benchmarker. He always benchmarks these games. Basically does videos like I do. I actually got inspired by him. I was watching him first before I started these videos. He really inspired me to make these videos, to be fair. So, yeah, it's actually quite insane. I used to watch him a lot back in the day. I do watch him sometime now as well, but yeah, he was invited to this NVIDIA event, and you know, they gave him a 5090, and you know, he put the MFG ×4 on, and that's the only setting they let him basically test there. And when I saw that, I was thinking to myself, this is going to be a hard game to run, because you know, they wouldn't give you frame gen and the best card to show off the game if, you know, if it was so well optimized and stuff. So yeah, I just had a feeling it's going to be really hard to run. But yeah, I think my theory was correct. As you guys can see, it's really hard to run. Yeah, I think I'm going to go to 1440p now, guys, because we spend enough time in 4K now. So right, guys, so we're in 1440p. I am running with the native settings at the moment, and I do have everything fully maxed out, and getting around 45, 46 FPS. I think it's about the same as the 5070 Ti was getting as well. It's not the best, guys, but what can you do? You do need to use the features with these cards, which they are really good, these features, but it's crazy how, you know, I mean, you shouldn't be really running these games with native because they're so broken that you're just going to get disappointed, really. But just use the features and you should be fine, guys, literally, because as you can see, with native, it's just practically unplayable. 45 FPS. Who's going to be playing with this? It's so hard to shoot as well with this kind of FPS. I'm going to try out FSR quality in a minute and some frame gen as well. But these cards are meant to be, you know, 1440p cards, so we'll see how it runs in 1440p with the features on. Hopefully it runs decently. In 4K, you know, it was alright with frame generation and stuff and FSR quality, but of course, without the features, it was horrible. Practically unplayable, I would say. Alright, guys, so we're still in 1440p. I did enable FSR quality and, yeah, max settings, as you guys can see there. Let me enable my FPS counter, and we are dropping a little bit, so under 70 there for a little minute, but yeah, we're getting around 70 FPS. It's not too bad, especially when we do enable frame gen in a minute. I think it should be really good. Should be quite smooth, I think. Hope so anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna tap these blokes real quick and tap these. Does feel a lot smoother than it did in native, I have to say, and it does look better than it did look in native as well. Honestly, guys, I don't see the point of playing with native anymore. It's just good to, like, you know, compare cards, but without, like, apart from that, it's not really worth playing with native whatsoever. I am getting a lot of comments, you know, people complaining that I'm not testing native and all that, but the only reason I'm not testing it, guys, is just, you know, it's really it's just no point, really. Like, are you really going to play in native? You're probably not. You're generally not. Even the 5090 is struggling in native, so, you know, testing other cards like, you know, the 9070 XT and the 5070 Ti, like, of course, they're not going to be able to run native, especially in 4K and all that. So, at least in most games anyway, most games are like that. It's really hard to run. Maybe old games it's going to be fine, but, you know, the new games, it's not going to really run really well. But yeah, 70 FPS. Here he is. Let me tap him quickly. So many of them. I'm going to enable that. I'm going to enable maybe frame gen in a minute and see how it works. Yeah, let me enable it quickly. Let me heal myself before I do enable anything. Alright, guys, we're still in 1440p. I do have FSR quality, and I do have frame gen on as well now, and everything's fully maxed out. Let me actually see. So we're getting 120 now. It's actually really smooth now, to be fair. It's actually quite smooth. Let me put my FPS counter on. There you go. It does feel a bit delayed though. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if it's just me, guys. Let me know if you're using like the AMD cards. Let me know if you can feel a little bit like of the delay. It kind of feels to me like, you know, when I had the 4090, the 40 series cards, it kind of feels like the same delay they were having. I do watch a lot of Frogboy X1 Gaming, and he does say that he doesn't feel it that much. I'm not sure if it's just me, but yeah, he said that he doesn't feel it that much. I kind of do feel it a little bit. Maybe because he does say he plays on the controller, so maybe that's why he doesn't feel it that much. But I think with the mouse, I can feel it a little bit at least. It's not too bad, guys. It's still really playable. It's not bad at all. It's just you can still feel it basically. Well, I think I could play like this. It wouldn't be too big of an issue for me. You know, I've played with the 40 series cards that, you know, had quite a bit of delay and it was still really playable. So, yeah, this is not too bad. But just because it's a shooting game, you can feel it a little bit more than usual. But still very playable. We are getting 120 FPS. It's not too bad. Absolutely not too bad. This guy, I killed him before, but he's, you know, I don't know why. I had some conflict with the files and I had to kill him again now. But it's kind of good though, because if I had no one to shoot, it would have been like a bit boring, wouldn't it? So, right guys, so we're still in 4040p and I still have the frame generation enabled, still have FSR quality, and I put the settings down by 1 as well. So high settings, medium settings, I don't even know what to call it because there's a little mix of both. It's just dropped it down from, you know, the high settings to the, you know, to the one like next to it basically. And actually I have to say guys, these settings do feel the best right now. It's the lowest input lag I'm feeling. Much lower input lag. The game still looks really good. And I've just been killed. It feels so much better now, guys. These settings definitely feel the best with this GPU. Hello, can I not revive myself or anything? Like, no. It feels really smooth and it feels like the delay is just not there basically. Like this literally feels like MFG feels on the Nvidia cards right now. It feels really smooth. So yeah, these are really good settings, I think. If you're playing in 4040p, I do recommend these settings. Maybe change a little bit, like, I don't know, try and play about with the settings if you want to have even, you know, better looking game. But I think these settings should be good for 1440p. And I think you should enjoy it because it genuinely does feel really good. Like, I'm not feeling the delay that much anymore whatsoever. So, yeah, this is actually really playable, guys. And I think I'm going to jump down to 1080p and I'm just going to finish the video there because I'm still going to have to test the 9070 and the 9060 XT. Right, guys, so in 1080p, we are playing with native now and everything's fully maxed out again. And we're getting around 70, 75 FPS. Let me tap this bloke. He didn't even want to shoot me after he saw how many I've tapped there. But I mean, he didn't want to try and kill me even. He just stood there waiting. I have to say, like I said in the 5070 Ti video, the 1080p on my screen at the moment with, you know, native, it looks absolutely shimmery and horrible. It looks horrible, guys, I have to say. But it's not going to look horrible for you in 1080p if, you know, if you have a 1080p screen. Just for me, because I am using a 4K monitor, it looks very shimmery. And yeah, of course, it's 4 times less pixels. So yeah, it just looks really bad on my screen. But that's just, put that aside, you know, we are getting 70 FPS, which is quite bad, I would say, for a 9070 XT. But it's not really the card's fault. It's, you know, the optimization on this game is just horrible. As you guys know already, I said it about 100 times, I think, in this video now. So, yeah, it's just, it does feel quite smooth, though. It has dropped to 50 FPS on the 0.1% lows, but it still feels pretty decent. And I said that before, but the VRAM usage is so high. 11 gigabytes of VRAM in 1080p. It's actually insane how it went up, like. But I am going to test FSR quality, and I'm probably going to end the video there because, yeah, I've got a few more cards to test, and I've been already recording for a few hours now, so I do want to get this finished finally. Right, guys, so we're still in 1080p, and I did enable FSR quality, and everything's fully maxed out. There you go. So we're getting like 90 FPS. I'm pretty sure that's what we were getting with the 5070 Ti as well. Something like that anyway. So it's not really impressive, but like I said before, it's not really the card's fault. It's just the game being broken. So hopefully they do optimize it a little bit so people can actually get more FPS. I really do hope that happens, but I might actually cover it as well if it does. They do improve the performance in this game. Might actually redo the videos on this game then, but yeah, I'm recording so much today. It's actually insane. Alright, I'm not killing him anytime soon, am I? I might just run away. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to start ending the video because it's already so long and most people watch for like 2-3 minutes. So I'm not going to, make the video like 20 minutes long when most people are not going to watch it anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please comment, guys, because it helps a lot. Like the video because it boosts it a little bit as well. And sub if you guys enjoy these type of videos. I'm going to be doing more cards, more videos on newer games like Dying Like the Beast and all that. So if you guys are interested, to see me covering the game, please subscribe for that. And see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.